Hello and welcome everybody to a first look at something called Pirate Gold Poker. Okay, so they have this Pirate Gold Poker set and they have, these metal chips. Do we call them chips or tokens? Let's open this and see. So I got two sample sets here. I got the silver, copper, the bronze, and the, what is this, black or something? So let's open this up. They come in these, the sample sets come in these little packages. It's all about packaging. Like anybody who's ever bought an Apple product new knows what I'm talking about. They go through great lengths to see how much they can process paper. Have you seen that, like Apple paper handles for their, come on, seriously? All right, let's just, and there you have it. Look at this. Wait, don't throw me. Scan the QR code right now to claim your $30 voucher to unlock more details. Okay, there you go. Can everybody scan that on your screen? Is that focusing? Scan that. Scan it. I have no idea. So full disclosure, Pirate Gold contacted me and said, hey, we want to send you some chips. And I was like, I'm not going to respond to you. So I didn't. So I paid for these with my own money, okay? The reason why I do that, after doing this for long enough, whether I want to or not, it seems to affect my opinion. So I bought these with my own money because I want to know how I would feel if I bought these with my own money. So immediately, I have some thoughts. The first is that I want to play a hand with these. All right. So let's make a little pot right here with these noisy metal things. Let's dust off some cards here, some Chem playing cards right here. We'll use the black set today. Poker Chip Forum, longtime supporter of the channel. They sent us this tabletop and this cut card. Did not pay for this, paid for these. Did not pay for this. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. All right. So people who ask, I call this the weave shuffle. I know people have different names for it. That's what I call it. Plastic cards work really well for this. Paper cards, not so much, because it frays the corners and then it becomes impossible. All right, on the cut card, I always play against my friend. I would encourage everybody at home, shuffle up your deck, deal yourself 2 cards. Pause the video if you need. But I always play with my imaginary adversary, Jane Doe here, and she's a professional gambler and she's just a luck box, right? Okay, so she just wins everything, it seems like. Okay, let me have a look at my cards here. And then there's no betting. We're on YouTube. There's nothing here at stake, but we are going to flop, turn, and river. What's it going to be? I was hoping it was going to be a queen because I have nothing. But Jane doesn't have anything either. I can tell you right now, she has my queen. And she beat me because of that. It's so close. It is so close. And she always just like twists that knife a little bit. Thanks a lot. See how it is. It's all right. We're not gonna rage quit here on camera. It's okay. It'll be all right. So I have some thoughts here about these. The first is, they're made out of metal, okay? And have you noticed that they look like, my mom is from Hong Kong, and you know how like Hong Kong-ese money has like holes in it? And then this stuff, what's the weight difference here between these? Okay, can they advertise these as like a certain weight? This is, oh, see, I'm in ounces. Usually I weigh these in grams, so I'm going to switch the mode here. I don't remember what on earth I was weighing in ounces, but either way, maybe like I was mailing something or something. Grams. All right, here we go, grams. So most poker chips, I like around 10 grams. Oh, here's 12.8, so right around 13 grams. That's not bad. And then this one, is it exactly the same? 15.3. All right, so there is a difference there. What about the silver, as they call it? For 15, all right, right around 15. And this one, I imagine, what was the other one? 12, almost 13. So right around 13. 12.6, round that up to 13. All right, so, you know, there is a weight difference there. And I also have questions like, are you going to be shuffling these? That did not shuffle. Those just went over each other. Oh, see, look, that was a little shuffle there. So you can shuffle them. They are extremely loud because they're made out of metal. I feel like, you remember how back in the day in Vegas, no, I guess, no, yeah, no, they don't do this anymore. But back in the day, they would put these like bells as the win catch. So when you'd play a slot machine, you'd get just like these metal tokens clanging down into this really shallow, like really thin tin metal, and they'll just go cling, ka-ting, ka-ting. You'd hear people win from like across the casino. That's what these are like. It's like, you'll know, you know, when someone splashes the pot, you know, it's like, oh dear, that's loud. And can you imagine like your whole table just like shuffling these? That's pretty intense. I do have some digital calipers here. I want to measure generally how wide and thick they are. Normal poker chips are what, 3.3 millimeters? We're gonna slam this down right here on the edge of this, 2.47, 2.2, so 2.5 millimeters instead of 3. All right, interesting. So yeah, they're pretty thin. They weigh a little bit more than non-metal chips. But, you know, there are some questions I have too that I can't discuss on the first look. The metal, like this black is shiny. How is that going to wear? Is this going to flake off? You know what I mean? What are they? Is it PVD? How they, you know, aerosol like certain metal particles and then it latches on to something that's like charged. It looks like they kind of did that with this. I'm wondering how durable that is. So my first impression, here are my thoughts. Let me just tell you my thoughts. To me, everybody's going to have their different opinions. Let us know in the comments below. But to me, this is something that I see as desirable, as more of a display than maybe a set that you'd actually play with. Does that make sense? So I actually like these. When I saw these, I was like, oh, cool. This is like something that I want to put in my front room, living room, guests over. So here you do, and I get this all. I hear you do YouTube videos. What do you make? What's your subject? You know, poker, golf. And I can pull this out and like, hey, do you want to see some cool poker chips? And I think they would be fascinated with these. They'd be like, no way, these are so cool. Where did you get these? Pirate gold, you know? Even though it's more bronze than like gold, whatever. So, you know, I can see this as like a fun display thing. Like, play with these, don't play with my Paulsons. You know what I mean? So for me, that's kind of where it is. I don't want that all day, you know, playing poker. And again, the durability. And there's something satisfying about shuffling chips. And I've done this with quarters and like $50 before. It's like shuffle $50 just because it's fun. But to me, the poker chips are more desirable in that sense. Then they're a little bit slick when it comes to certain tricks. And I'm just out of practice, I think, more than anything. That one was just a heavy. There we go. Got it. Was it the James Bond villain who did that? Anyway. So, yeah, cool display. I would put this on, like, if you're out there, I would put this on, like, your holiday wish list. Pirate gold, put that on my wish list. This is something, because I hate it if I put poker chips down, just, hey, get me some poker chips, and then I'm going to end up with some thing I don't want. Does that make sense? But if I know I'm just getting a display set, then it's awesome, sweet, thank you for getting it. Let me put it out here in a prominent place where everybody can see it and everybody can play with these and destroy these instead of my, you know, collectible chips. That's how I think. Okay, now there'll be people out there who are like, what a waste of space, what a waste of, and good. You know, I appreciate those opinions. If that's you, do not put this on your wish list. But for me, these are desirable enough and cool enough that I kind of like them. And like I said, I paid for these with my own money, sample set. And do I like them enough to go out and buy them myself? No, I don't like them enough to go out and buy them myself. But when it comes to like these like holiday wish lists, which everybody asks for in my family, these are probably going to go on there. Is that my conclusion? Well, for my first impressions, that's my conclusion. I may really grow to love them as poker chips, but right now, not so much. I'm looking for denominations here. I don't see any denominations on these. We have a skull with curly hair and a skull with curly hair. These are identical other than the color. And then these are this compass style with some sign language here. Not sure what's going on there. Are those trees or sign language? Not sure. Either way, so these two are the same other than color. Is that why they were paired? Silver and copper. Yeah, that's why they were paired like this. So you could get one hollow one and one solid one. But yeah, they're just the same, huh? Except for color. Nice round edges. I'm not seeing any flashing. Are they pretty flat? These four are pretty flat. The hollow construction makes spinners less likely too. Huh. Very, very interesting. Anyway, I'm excited to read your comments. I might, if I get a set of these for the holidays or my birthday or something, I'll let you guys know how they wear and tear and stuff. As for these, they're gonna probably sit here on my review table for 3 months until they get really dusty. Then I'll throw them in the box with the rest of my chips and probably ignore them. Yeah, I wouldn't go out and buy these on my own. Anyway, excited to read your comments. And as usual, if you enjoy this content, please subscribe. Please remember, your opinion is more important than my opinion. I really appreciate everybody watching. My name is John Hobby. I'll be back in the next one.